There's panic in the streets. The markets are dropping. People are losing their minds. They're selling out of positions. They're freaking out. They think the end of the world is coming. But here, the tactical scalper is purchasing more. You know why? Because I know what's going to happen. This is Mike. Let's talk about should you be buying more TSLY, QQQY, or other investment opportunities. Let's get into it. Looking at the daily chart for TSLY, we're still higher than the low we made the other day when I went in pretty heavy around the 13 mark. Still above, well above our low over there at 1253. There's nothing to see here. The market has gone down. TSLY did get a rejection here at the 20 EMA the other day on a daily chart. That's not good. You'd like to see it get above the 20 EMA and not use that as resistance, but that's where we're at for now. But there's something I want to show you and why you should be possibly purchasing more TSLY, because what does it follow? The underlying is Tesla. So let's look at Tesla. So here we go. We're on a daily time frame. Tesla is in a in a pattern here, and excuse my crude trend lines, but I think this is important. First of all, Tesla is fine until we break the 200 on the daily time frame. Then we'll raise an eyebrow and kind of see what's happening there. But as for now, she's just in this wedge, and she needs to come back down and probably test the 100 EMA, which is the red line, and see if we can go up from there. It's still a bullish formation because, as you see on Tesla, all the EMAs are still above the 200, although they are kind of starting to mesh together, which isn't what we want to see. So we'd like to see a breakout in the next couple days. Like to see it go up and test that top trend line, or possibly the $280 price tag. We still have a gap to fill, as you see right there, to the upside. Nothing to see here. This is just an opportunity to buy more. Now, however, let's look at SPY, right? What a great indicator of the market that SPY is. Now this is, for right now, this isn't a great sign as we broke the 200 on the daily, okay? But we are coming to some major resistance around 420. As you see here, around 420, we had some resistance there. Excuse me about that. So 420 is a nice spot there, and we will see if she indeed breaks below that and heads down to the 410, where, as you see right there, there is a ton of support around the 410 area. Let's look at this. We're going to go to a weekly chart of SPY, which is really the probably the more important chart than a daily. And we're still not even close to the 200 moving average on a daily, on a weekly time frame. Rather, we may come down here to 410 again, where we have had some support and resistance battles in the past. Also, it links up with our 100 EMA. So still, we're not freaking out. We're not panicking. We're buying more, because that's what you do when you're an investor. You take advantage of the lower prices, because we know that the market will go back up. Will it be tomorrow, next month, next week, next year? I don't know. No one can tell you that. All we can do is base off the information that we have and make decisions accordingly. Let's look at QQQY now. So let's go ahead and take a gander at QQQY. There we go. Can't really go to the weekly time frame on QQQY. Let's see if we can go to the daily. If it gives us any more information. No, not really. So we're going to have to break this down to like a 15-minute chart, unfortunately. But here's where we're at with QQQY, and we will compare it to the Qs. Now look at my cost basis. It is way, way up there. I have not averaged down yet because I want to see what happens with the markets. As far as QQQY goes, it's in a totally bearish formation. Look at all the EMAs, beautifully stacked, all racing downward, showing a lot of downward pressure on QQQY. Now let's take a look at its underlying. Where are you, baby? There you are. There's the Qs. Pretty much the same picture. It's not too far off the underlines here. Also on the Qs, we have all 4 EMAs. The 100 just crossed the 200 today, as a matter of fact, and it looks like we're racing downwards. Take a look at the Qs on a daily time frame. It has broke the 100 there. The 20 has also crossed the 50. So it may look like, if we don't get a bounce here at what is that, 350, looks like we're definitely headed towards the 200 on a daily time frame on the Qs. Now, SPY has already reached its 200 and breached it. That leads you to believe that it's possible that the Qs are going to come back down and try to catch up the SPY to its 200 as well. Looking at the Qs from a weekly time frame, look how just unbelievably strong the Qs are. This looks nothing but just a pullback or small market correction from this massive run up. Not a big deal. Look how fast and how hard the Qs ran on a weekly time frame. A pullback is necessary. A pullback is normal. This is not a time to panic. This is time to buy more. Now, when I say buy more, that does not mean go all in and buy a ton of shares. That means slowly, incrementally, buy your QQQY and your TSLY. Let's go back and look at her. Okay? If I was to buy more, my next purchase on TSLY wouldn't be till under 13 for me, because I bought it around a 13 level when I averaged down. There's no reason for me to buy any higher than that. I want to, get more shares, but I don't want to do it at a detriment. So what I'm going to do, I will just wait to see if TSLY can get below 13 and below my last cost basis for when I purchased, and then we'll look at buying more. But again, this isn't a time to panic, not a time to freak out. If you didn't buy around the lows like I did last week around the $13 mark, still a great spot to purchase here, and slowly buy in and add more shares as it drops, and just wait for major points of resistance to buy more in hopes that you get a bounce there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tactical Scalper out.